right, greetings, Sherlock High School family, students, friends. Obviously, we're very excited about getting started, about giving some information regarding the reopening plan for our blended model. So as you can see, we're going to go over quite a few things, but I'm going to start right here. As you can see, we all are very much trying to get everybody to understand all the regulations that we have to follow to make sure everybody's safe on campus. So first of all, even before we get here to this gate, first thing we want you to do is to be able to, on your own, at home, even if mom's not awake, right? We need you to do a self-check, okay? Two big questions, guys, that we need you to understand and be able to answer. Those two questions are, one, do I have any COVID symptoms? And two, okay, have I been exposed to COVID in the last 10 days? If you answer yes to either of those two questions, we need you to stay put, stay home, okay? Call the school, and we're going to go through a series of questions to see if you truly should stay home or come to school, okay? So let's say everything's good and we got to come to school. So here we are, and we're going to have different points of access to our campus. As you can see, we have a brand new perimeter fencing, okay? And it goes pretty much all the way around the campus. We were actually very fortunate to get some very nice looking monuments and a whole new building. So just think of this. We're going to have the main points of entry still available, such as this new entry, which is here in front of the school. As you come through, you're going to notice signs like this, okay? Wear your mask, okay? Social distance. We are 6 feet apart. And of course, it helps stop the spread to make sure we could, at some point, get back to normal, okay? So you're going to flow through, and we're just going to gently remind you of these things, okay? So access points are the main ones as normal, okay? So now we're going to take a walk, and we're going to show you other areas and things that we're getting ready for everyone to come onto campus, and of course, be safe. Okay, so one of the things we need to be aware of is construction is still happening here on campus. So until they give us the brand new science building back, over here by the flagpole is still the main entrance to our campus. And if you've been here over this pandemic time, you'll notice this line that we've kind of designated on the way in. Okay, we're going to still walk through this line. We're going to have potentially up to 2 lines. Here, one for parents, one for students. They'll all be marked off. Okay? But again, getting into the office is going to be monitored. Okay? The reason for this is because we have to be very cautious of how many people get into the office. Okay, so here we are in the office, and we are here in the dean's hallway. Okay? Also, we have our health tech. So you can see here, we have 3 chairs designated for students. So if these 3 chairs are full, what you're going to have to do is wait outside in the line I was just showing you. The same goes for the dean. You may remember we had many more chairs in this. But again, we spread it out 6 feet apart, and therefore there's spots for 3 students. So again, we're going to have to monitor that and make sure that we have the right amount of people inside the office. Now, this is a big office, so we're not going to show you everything, but I'm going to show you a little bit more. And so we've done a lot of things to help protect our employees as well. So here you have Mrs. Zanini, right, that works for us. And she's got a nice plexiglass here, and you see a lot of these now around our counters. So the idea is, if you're here in our office, that you stand here to talk to our office personnel. Okay? And so it goes that way all the way around. Okay, so here we are at the rally court. It's been a while since you've probably been here, but as you can see, we've kind of done some rearranging. So what we've done is we put the benches out here so we can spread you out for eating, because we have different points of access for food. One of the main ones, of course, is here, what we call the rally court, with the eatery back here. So if you get food there, we expect you to eat here in this area, right? And so what we've done is we've marked off the benches as to where you can sit. So obviously you can see the signs here, and this one says you may sit here. So we're following the guidelines, 6 feet away. I can have a person here facing that direction, and I can have my buddy right here next on this end facing that way. But that means no one else could sit at this bench. Okay, so we expect you to be able to follow these rules as we come out and start to have people on campus. And what you got to remember about the rally court, though, is there's a lot of wonderful places to sit out here, not just on benches. So we also want you to take advantage of any place you can sit, spaced out with your friends that are around you. So there's nothing wrong with just coming and having a seat right outside here. We have a lot of room, and we know you're smart enough to figure out about 6 feet of spacing. And so now when we're going through passing class to class, we need to be able to notice what we have on the ground here now is kind of directional arrows. I don't just call it traffic signs, right? And so, you know, just like you do when you drive, if you're not a driver, you probably know you stay to the right. Okay, so we want you to walk to the right. Other people are going in the opposite direction are going to walk on the left. And so we'll continue to walk through. And so here we are at the hallway tunnel. And as you know, it's one of the most narrow passageways on our campus. Yes, we have the arrows on the ground. We even have a line through the middle. So again, we ask, you know, stay on the right side to pass through. And you guys do your very best to space out as we're walking through here. Okay, so here we are in Mrs. Lee's math classroom. And clearly the classroom structure has not changed, but the way you're going to take your seating has. Okay? Your teacher will kind of already have this arrangement set up, and you will already know if you're in the blue group or if you're in the gold group. So for example, here I am, I see a blue sticker here. Teacher has a seating chart, tells me you're blue, you're going to have a seat right here. Now this seat here is now mine for the remainder of the year. And as you can see, I have some fellow colleagues of mine that have joined me. And what you'll notice is that we're all wearing our face masks. Okay? Indoors, it's very, very important that you wear this properly. Okay? Now, there are some times where you feel you might need some air. Okay? And we're talking about not pulling it off. You might pull it away from you to get a little bit of air. Drinking water, eating food, that's not permissible at this time in the classroom. You'll have to wait to do that outside. Okay? Classroom behaviors. That hasn't changed either, guys. You were here before, right? You know, every teacher has a certain expectation. We still expect you to follow those regulations, right? Why are you here in the classroom? Well, above all, you're here to learn, right? And so we're trying our best to get back into what we used to do, right? It's been about a year, but I am very, very hopeful that being away for this amount of time, that you feel like perhaps maybe school wasn't all that bad. Okay, and here we are in our brand new STEM science building, guys. Take a look. This is an amazing setting as you come back. Now, we won't be able to get you into this building right away when you return, but we're very close to it, right? So, it's amazing. We have 12 full classrooms in here, and the downstairs is basically, we'll just say, kind of biology classes, and then the upstairs is for our chemistry and physics classrooms. And so you'll get to hopefully be in here. If you don't have science classes, hey, there's a reason why to get in. So again, I'm just hoping that you feel my excitement for our return, our reopening. And here we are again, admiring the beauty of our brand new building. And I also want you to know there's a quad area here now, as you can see as I'm spinning around, okay, kind of close to the T. So we have a beautiful marquee now that we'll be able to give you information on and so forth. So last thing, now we're going to see you actually as early as Monday coming up on the 22nd. So see everybody soon. Stay safe.